And welcome to our GVTC Game of the Week. It's the Canyon Lake Hawks versus the Boerne Greyhounds. We're going to have a great matchup tonight. I'm here with our color analyst, Kerry Barbosa. He is Boerne in, Boerne out, knows it all, and we've got a great matchup tonight.
I don't know about know it all, but I know some things, and yes, it should be a good matchup, and this is a really important game for Boerne High. They have to win this game to get in the playoffs. This is a must-win for them. It's kind of a make-or-break game for them because they lost last week to Tomorrow. So a lot of pressure here for them, but also there's pressure on Canyon Lake. Both teams have to win this game, and I think whoever wins this game is going to definitely have the inside track for a playoff spot.
And now let's take it down to the sideline with Lauren Newcomb. She's standing there with Coach Johnson.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Dane Johnson. Coach, is this a must-win for y'all tonight?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a must-win for us. If we win, we control our own destiny making the playoffs. If we don't, we're pretty much out of the playoffs. So it's do or die for us.
Yeah. How are y'all planning on stopping Zach Henshaw tonight?
That's a good question. Well, you know, we've been trying to just swarm tackle. You know, everybody gets there. It's going to take the whole team to get him down. Our goal is to try to get him before he gets to the line of scrimmage and don't let him get to the edge. But a back like that, I don't know if you stop him. You know, we just got to hope we can keep him in second and long and third and long, and so they can't give it to him. That'll be the whole key of the game.
Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Eric and Carrie.
Thanks, Lauren. Canyon Lake starting off the season 6-1, 1-1 in district. Boerne football 4-3, but 1-1 in district and well. So a win for Boerne blows this thing wide open. A win for the Hawks makes this thing almost a done deal, a shot at the playoffs. A couple of people who are in that Canyon Lake backfield that are doing great things. We got to talk about number 22.
Yeah, Zach Henshaw, a very special player for the Hawks. 1,400 yards, I think 17, 18 touchdowns. So he's just a special athlete, one of those that coaches don't get a lot of in their careers. You get one every decade maybe, and he's that type of athlete. He's that special. And talking to Coach Dane Johnson about him, Coach Johnson calls him a stud. He said, we have to slow him down. We have to make somebody else beat us. He's going to get his yards. He's going to get his touchdowns, but we just can't let him go nuts. We have to try to contain him a little bit if that's possible.
And part of the reason that he is so successful is they've got that great receiving core, starting with MAGNESS.
Yeah, and you know, that's what a great running back does. You focus so much on trying to stop Henshaw that the receivers now, there's some open room for them, so that's what a great running game does for you. MAGNESS comes in, 13 receptions, 283 yards, and 2 touchdowns. So, and then they also have Quinn Pike, 206 yards receiving. So they have 3 guys over 200 yards receiving. So, yeah, Henshaw's their guy. He's the main guy. But when you start focusing on him, they can throw the ball and beat you deep if they have to.
And let's catch up with Lauren down on the sideline. She's standing with Coach Monzingo.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Coach Monzingo. Coach, did y'all shake off that Wimberley loss from last week?
Well, you've got to. You know, our kids are real resilient. You know, Monday we had to remind them of what happened, but they'll fight back. There's no doubt in my mind about that. We got a great football team. We didn't play at our best last week. We wasn't as prepared as we need to be mentally. Our kids will fight back. I know that.
What's your game plan tonight to take on these Boerne Greyhounds?
Well, we've got to be sound on offense. You know, we've got to be balanced on offense. We've got to have a run in the game, running attack, and our passing game's got to step up. You know, stopping their passing game is nobody stops it. You know, they do a lot of stuff that we don't see. We go from playing the borrow, foot to foot splits to and no pass at all to Boerne, who has got, they stretch from sideline to sideline and they pass 90% of the time. So 2 different types of offenses. We'll have to be at our best not to stop the offense.
Thanks so much.
Oh, thank you.
Back to you guys.
Yeah, Quinn Pike had a big game last week, and he might be the answer this week because they're facing a very tough team, and they've got quite a good quarterback back there, don't they?
Yeah, Will Emick's a very special player. You know, he carries. He's 90% of the offense. He's the offense goes through him. I've seen games where he doesn't even hand the ball off. He's run every carry for the team sometimes, and so they like to get other guys involved, and they do that mainly in the passing game. I've seen games where they throw 6 or 7, 8 different receivers. Bryce Hall is in there, Bryce Collins, Carl Cook, Fisher Cook, Paul Burns. Those guys are all going to get looks at. So all those guys are going to have to play a very good game tonight in order to beat the Canyon Lake team.
Both of these teams are well matched for each other. A lot of offense, and we're going to have to see who comes out on top.
Yeah, this is going to be a high-scoring game, I think, and so I think Coach Johnson feels like they're just going to have to keep up with the Hawks. If the Hawks score, they have to answer. They can't let them get too far ahead. So you might see a high-scoring game tonight. That'd be a lot of fun if it were way up there in the 50s.
Yeah, they've had quite a few this year already. They've got 3 games where they scored over 50 points, 5 games where they scored over 40. Just they putting up ridiculous offensive numbers. I can't wait to see that offense. And we know that the Boerne defense can play. They've got a lot of good offensive tools as well. They come into the game with over 1,000 yards rushing and over 1,200 yards passing. And so a lot of that is Amick, but they're definitely the Greyhounds and the Hawks are going to have their handfuls with these tough offenses tonight.
Yeah, I agree. A lot of weapons on both sides of the field. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a fun game to watch.
And when we come back, you'll be listening to more of the GVTC Game of the Week. And welcome back to the GVTC Game of the Week. And we've got Lauren Newcomb. She's down on the sidelines. What do you got for us, Lauren?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Paula White from GVTC. Paula, can you tell me a little bit about GVTC's involvement with high school football?
GVTC and our GVTC Foundation especially are excellent, believe in excellence in our youth and supporting our youth, not only through football but through a lot of other things. Our GVTC Foundation gives money back to our community. It's an employee donations, and every dollar that every employee is matched by GVTC. So we have a lot of money to give back to our community. We give it to nonprofits and to support our youth, not only in football but in livestock shows and other things.
Thank you so much. Back to you, Eric and Carrie.
Thanks, Lauren. You're doing a great job on the sideline tonight. Canyon won the toss. They chose to receive. It is number 22, so he'll be back there ready to return. And that's the guy that we just can't stop talking about, Zach Henshaw. You know, looking at his numbers coming in this ball game, you couldn't help but be excited about what that kid's going to do out here.
Yeah, he's a special player. Coach Manzingo talking about him, saying he's the type of guy, he's been coaching 30 years, and he said he only had 2 or 3 of them like that. Those are the special ones that don't come along very often, maybe once a decade, something like that. He puts him in that category, so that's how special he is to Canyon Lake, and I'm sure we're going to see quite a performance from him tonight.
Well, he'll get a chance to make some fireworks early here, as he is the man deep back. The Hawks wearing their dark green pants and their white jerseys. The Greyhounds in their white pants and purple jerseys, much like the Vikings color. And that'll be kicking it off. And it's going to be inside the end zone. And Henshaw will just go ahead and kneel it, so that offense will get a chance. One thing that I love about Boerne football is the kicking game. Definitely just they bring it every single year. It seems like 2 weeks ago we saw them kick one through the uprights from the kickoff to start the game.
This is my 10th year of covering Boerne High School and Boerne Champion football, and both schools have had great kickers over the years. And you remember Hunter Lawrence played at Texas. He's a Boerne Greyhound, so they've had a long history. They got the one last year that kicked the champion, Kyle Burlard. He's playing at University of Houston, so had a long legacy of great kickers.
Well, they definitely got one this year, too. I love the way that they do the rugby punt. And we'll start off, they'll come out in a 2-back formation. The quarterback will hand it off, and Henshaw's got some room, and he's down to the last guy. He gets down to the 40. So breaks a couple tackles there early, gets into the secondary, and makes him miss.
Well, that's one thing that Coach Johnson said. You can't give him second chances like that. The first guy or two that get to him, you have to either slow him down or bring him down or something. You can't let him run like that 20 yards a pop.
Support by that offensive line. One number that I instantly noticed when I looked at today's roster, we'll get to that, as he snaps the ball and hands it off to Henshaw again. Henshaw throws the arm out there, is able to make someone fall down. Looks like a shoe came off, flew down the field there.
As long as his foot's not in it, he's okay.
And that was Henshaw's shoe. Came completely off and went pretty far behind him, but I think he'll take that for the 5-yard gain.
He's already got 25 yards on 2 carries, so
wow.
he's averaging about 200 a game, so he's already almost on pace for his 200.
They come out with a 4 wide receiver set, a shotgun formation this time. Snap the football there, and he'll throw it, and that's going to be a big catch by the tight end, number 88, Jeremy Fulton. The senior comes down with the football, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
Colton Griffith over there, but not before he gets the first down. 1st and 10. That was a nice play. They run Henshaw twice. You know, they run him, and then they go to the air and get that first down.
I think it's pretty clear that they don't want him to think that they're just going to be going to the run here. They come out with the same wide receiver set. They snap the football, and that's Henshaw with the football. And I like the way that he runs it. It looks like he's not even going fast, but before you know it, he's 5 yards up the field.
That was a 5-yard gain right there, and he's already got 30 yards on 3 carries. So I think he averages about 8 per carry, so he's a little bit over his average right now. Think about it, 8 yards a carry. That's almost first down every time you touch the ball.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible, especially for this late in the season, because that means that not a lot of people have been able to stop you. They come out with underneath the center now, and he'll snap the football, give it to Crenshaw. Crenshaw bounces to the outside, spins over a man, but is eventually taken down, but that's another nice gain for Henshaw.
Well, Paul Burns out there, the linebacker, he ended up slinging him to the ground. If he doesn't sling him, Henshaw gets that first down. And you know, Henshaw's been close to breaking it already a couple times. He's come real close.
And I got to like this offensive line. We got all the way from 180 up to 290 out there right now. At 290, weighing in at Weston Dix weighs 290 pounds, just the junior. So definitely some exciting things there. They come out underneath the center in a pro set. They snap the football, and they're going to give it to Henshaw again. He's got a hole and is able to fight through to that linebacker secondary.
Got the first down. That's all he was trying to get. Ends up getting 6, though. He was trying to get 1, and he ends up getting 6. You're going to see a steady diet of Henshaw tonight, that's for sure.
And the Hawks proving their ability to run the football early here is they give it to Henshaw most of the time, but they have a pass to the tight end so far. They come out in the shotgun formation with 2 running backs. They're going to fake the handoff on the snap, and he's looking. He finds a man, throws it. That's Henshaw. So Henshaw with the ball now, and he makes a man miss. Makes 3 men miss. Gets down, finally knocked down at the 20, but he's out there making people miss left and right. He has a lot of moves.
Yeah, that's one thing Coach Johnson said is if you miss him and you let him get out into the open field, he's deadly. That's the word he used, deadly. And right there you saw his elusiveness. He's a big back, but he's got quick feet.
Yeah, he does. He was at a complete stop and is able to kind of step sideways there. That's a good job by him. They snap the football now in a shotgun formation. They give it back to Henshaw, but he's eaten up at that line of scrimmage there. Still able to get a couple, though, about 3 on the play.
He's already got about 60 yards from scrimmage, about 39 on the ground and 20 on that pass, so he's already at 60.
Well, we could also say it this way. Jeremy Fulton has the only other yardage so far on this drive.
Yeah.
So they come out underneath the center. Branson Belcher, the quarterback, and he's going to snap it and give it to Henshaw. Henshaw is fighting his way through, trying to find the end zone, gets down to the 5-yard line, though, and looks like it's going to be enough for a first down.
Well, one thing you're seeing from Henshaw, especially on that run, is the spins, the spinning ability. You got to have good feet to do that. He's got the size, but he's also got quickness.
Earlier on in this drive, we saw him do a spin or 2, but then we just saw him do some jukes. So he's got a couple of moves in his repertoire there that he can use, and it looks like they're going to measure here for the first down.
Yeah, I think he's got it.
Yeah, I think he's got it too. We'll let the...
But what we think doesn't matter. So.
No, that's right. We'll see. Still looks like it's going to be enough. First down. And so it'll be first down for the Hawks at the 5-yard line.
Henshaw's, I got him with 69 yards on this drive by himself.
Incredible. And he'll be the running back again as Branson goes underneath center.
I wonder who's going to get the ball here.
It's going to be Henshaw, and Henshaw makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and eventually gets tackled by a wall of purple there. But good running by Henshaw, and the Greyhounds finally figure out a way to tackle him for no yardage.
Well, good job by Nolan Campbell on the defense. He didn't make the tackle, but he did what Coach Johnson said you have to do, and that's slow him down. Campbell got out there, he bumped him, he made him try to cut back, and when he did that, that's when the help came and the rest of the pursuit came and knocked him down. So that's what you got to do. That's how you tackle him.
Yeah, it looks like he can consistently break 1 or 2 tackles in every single drive, and that's just incredible. And they snap the ball, the shotgun formation now, and the quarterback's going to keep it. That's Branson, but he gets tripped up. Good job by the defense there. He only gets about 2 yards on the play.
With a little bit of deception, they fake the handoff. Fake the handoff to Henshaw, hoping to draw the people to the side, but Paul Burns over there, the outside linebacker spot, not fooled by it.
Yeah, he did a good job of saving that touchdown. And it'll be 3rd down here. They snap the ball from underneath the center, give it to Henshaw. Henshaw jumps. I'm not sure if he got it. And they did. They're going to go ahead and give it to him. Get a nice leap there, and he leaped from about 2 yards out and gets into the end zone.
It was kind of one of those where the ref couldn't see it because there was a pile. He couldn't see where the ball was. So he had to run in, and he saw where the ball was in relation to the goal line, and he signaled touchdown. So pretty impressive drive by the Hawks that time.
They drive right down the field, 80-yard drive. They take quite a bit of time off the clock as they come out and try and make it 7-0 here. Snap the football, the kick is up, and it's through the uprights. So with 6:58 left to go, it's 7-0 in favor of the Canyon Hawks. You're listening to the GVTC Game of the Week.